Hi guys, my name is Sincerely BP. Welcome to my channel if you're new, and if you're not new, welcome back. So today we're discussing how to stop taking things personal. This is something that I had to learn, and I've learned it. I have learned it. I had a revelation, and once I had this revelation, I'm like, I have to share this with my sisters on YouTube. I have to share this with my besties. I have to share this with my girls, okay? Because one thing about me, and the people around me know this, and I am a sensitive person. I do tend to take some things personal, but I've learned that you cannot take things personal. You can't. And this has helped me astronomically. This had and I've seen people say this. I've seen like the memes. I've seen people say this online. You can't take things personally. Don't take things personally. And I was just like I seen it, but I didn't really get it. I was just like, what do you mean? Like, you know, I'm just like, what do you mean don't take things personally? And I understand why you should not take things personally. And it's easier said than done, especially if you're someone who you feel deeply, you feel things on a deeper level. Like if someone says something to you, it's not just words. Like you really do feel, you feel those words on a deeper level. Or if someone does something to you, or wrongs you, or does something that hurts you, and you're just like, wow, I can't believe they did that to me. Like I would never do that to them, blah blah blah, X, Y, and Z. I resonate with that, but I want to help you to learn how to not take something so personal, because a lot of the times it's not you, it's them. So my first tip is, don't internalize everything someone says to you. Do not internalize everything people say to you. Just because someone says, oh, you're like this, you're like that, you're X, Y, and Z, does not mean that it's true. Just because someone says you have this certain characteristic, it does not mean that it's true. You know yourself better than anyone else does. You are the person that's been living with you since you first entered this earth. And you are the person who's had all of the experiences that you've had up until today. So no one can tell you who you are. No one, I don't care what someone tries to put on you, what characteristic, what name, what term. No one can tell you who you are. So do not internalize the things that people say to you, and people try to put you in a box. Oh, you're selfish, or oh, you're this, oh, you're that. Don't internalize everything people say. Like sometimes somebody's gonna tell you that you're selfish, and it couldn't be anything further from the truth. Like that when you have things, you love to give, you love to give things to people. You're gonna give what you have when you have it, and you know that you have no problem sharing, you have no problem giving. But maybe someone hasn't experienced you in that capacity, so in their eyes they're like, you're selfish, or you know what I'm saying. It's just like, you have to just know who you are. Like you have to really be rooted in yourself, know who you are, and just not internalize it. Don't go home and then later be like, dang, am I selfish? Da, da, da. Like, and that's the thing, like I think you can take time to reflect. Like the delivery is important, right? Delivery is important. If your friend is sitting you down and they're saying, hey, I've noticed on a couple of occasions that you've done X, Y, and Z. It didn't sit well with me. It came off as selfish. I think that's a little bit different from when somebody's just like, you're not selfish, and da da da, and that person has not had any experiences with you in that capacity, or that person just can't speak to that side of you or cannot speak to that part of your character. It's different. So you do kind of want to have your discernment on how someone is delivering that message to you and how someone is saying that to you. But either way, like, don't internalize everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't like take what people say about you at face value, especially if they don't truly know you like you do. This brings me to my next point, which is to know yourself. You have to know yourself. You must know who you are and be okay with who you are. You need to accept yourself, and you need to accept all of you. And the reason why you need to accept yourself for who you are is so that no one can weaponize your flaws against you. A lot of the times people will notice your flaws and they'll try to use it against you. But when you already know who you are and you already know your flaws, like, no one can weaponize them against you. No one, you can't use my flaws against me, because I know who I am. I know my strengths. I know my weaknesses. I know what I need to work on. And I don't need you or anyone else to tell me. Once you truly, truly, truly know yourself, no one can tell you who you are. People are going to say, oh, you're this, you're that. Yep, I am. You're this, da, 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 da. Yeah, I know that already. Like, people try to tell me, oh, you're so sensitive. I know I am. Yeah, I am. Like, it is what it is. Like, that's a fundamental thing about me that I cannot change. And I used to wonder, like, man, why am I so sensitive? Like, why are there so many people on this earth that, like, I'm like, there's people that just don't feel what I'm feeling. Like, you're not experiencing life as intensely as me. And I think, yeah, I think there are people on this earth that are not experiencing life as intensely I am. They don't feel as deeply as I do. And I think that's my superpower. I think that the fact that I can feel so deeply and that I could resonate with another person so deeply, like, that brings so much empathy to me, and that allows me to truly resonate with other people and share another person's pain or experience in a way that other people can't. So, you know, I used to literally, it would never really get to me, but I would wonder, like, dang, like, why am I so sensitive? Like, and it's just like, it's for a reason. Like, God made me this way for a reason. Like, if I wasn't supposed to be sensitive, I wouldn't be sensitive. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, God made me in his image. And the same with you. Whatever your flaws are, whatever your weaknesses are, God made you in his image. You are supposed to have those flaws. You're supposed to have those weaknesses. And same for your strengths. You're supposed to have those strengths. You're supposed to have those skills. So whatever you have, it's what it is. Next, and this is one of my favorite and most biggest things that I realized and that I learned, and what helped me truly understand how to not take things personal. And that is, most things that people say are a projection of their insecurities, of their thoughts, and of their inner world. Most of the time when people throw jabs at you, or, you know, they try to say something, like, they say something that you don't like or that you don't, it's a projection. It's a projection of their insecurity. It's a projection of their flaws. It's a projection, and you can't take it personal. You can't take it personal, because it's something in their mind where they felt the need to call out an insecurity of yours. People oftentimes will project their insecurities onto you. Don't take it to heart. A lot of the time people have so much past trauma, pain, and experiences, and it comes out in weird ways. Like, especially people that has unaddressed trauma and they just haven't really dealt with their own stuff in their own stuff going on in their mind and in their subconscious, they like to project that onto you. And 9 times out of 10, like, people really do project their inner thoughts and their insecurities onto you, and it's really not about you, it's about them. And this is something that you have to have discernment, and you gotta clock it. And when you clock it, it's just so easy to be like, you know what, it's like certain things you can tell when it's like, you know what, that's their insecurity. I'm not even gonna give it, I'm not gonna pay it any mind, I'm not gonna give it any time, any attention, because that's their problem that they need to work with. That's their issue, that's not my issue. When you notice that people start to project their insecurities and their inner world onto you, you have to be able to hold space for other people, because 9 times out of 10, like, you've dealt with your stuff, you're healed, you're in this mindset where you're aware enough to notice that someone else is not healed, or someone else is projecting, or someone else hasn't dealt with their trauma. And in that moment, you need to hold space for them. You need to be able to recognize that some people may not be healed, and they might not even notice that they're doing it. A lot of people really don't even notice that they're doing this. A lot of people don't even notice that they're projecting their insecurities and their thoughts onto you. Don't let other people's negativity bring you down. Once someone projects their inner world and their inner thoughts onto you, that already lets you know that you're in a better place than them. And for you to even like take the bait, it would be like you stooping down to their level. Like, that right there lets you know that you're in a better place mentally, because why did they feel the need to drag you down? Like, why did they feel the need to point out your insecurity? Because subconsciously they feel like you're better than them, or you have something up over them, and they want to like bring you down, or they want to bring your confidence down, they want to bring your ego down. It's like they're pulling you down in some way. And that's how you know that you're up here and they're down there, because why do you feel the need to pull me down? I thought we were both here, but now you trying to pull me down here. Okay, now I know I'm up here, you're down here. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, don't feed into that negativity, because you're already above that. Acknowledge it and then let it go. It's like, you know when someone is projecting on you, and once you peep game, you take a mental note and then just let it go. Don't let it bother you. Don't let it, disrupt your spirit. Just let it go and move on, because like I said, you know yourself, right? You know who you are. You've been with you your entire life. You've had your experiences your entire life. No one can sit here and tell you who you are and what your intentions were and what you were trying to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's just something to keep in mind. Like, people are going to try to drag you down. People are going to try to tell you what your intentions were. People are going to try to tell you, well, you just wanted to do this because you wanted this and you wanted that. It's like, no, how can you tell me what my intentions were in this situation? How can you tell me what I wanted? Like, I'm right here in my mind, in my consciousness. I know what I wanted. I know what I was thinking. I know, you know what I'm saying? So, though, you just gotta let it roll. You gotta let it roll. And that's when I'm saying, like, you can't take things personal, because that's when you start to realize that the problem is not with you, it's with them. It's their projection. It's their, and you just let them have it. And you go on about your business and you be at peace. So these are my tips for how to not take things personal. You acknowledge it for what it is, and you say, okay, I see what's going on here, and you let it pass. And guys, me learning that 9 times out of 10, the things people are saying and doing is just a projection of their insecurities. It's a projection of how they feel. It has helped me tremendously like tremendously, and I don't take things personal anymore. I'm like, maybe they're going through something, maybe they're, and you know, this goes for so much stuff. Like, if you notice a friend doing something weird, or you know, treating you weird, okay, like, okay, maybe they feel some type of way, maybe they're, you know, it's just like whatever is going on in their head, like that's their stuff. Especially when someone is acting weird towards you and you haven't done anything to them, it's like, okay, like you got something going on with you. Because I know, like, I'm good over here, my intentions are good, I've been nothing but good to you, you know what I'm saying? So